All right, we are now looking at target 7.7. Sorry, I can divide polynomials by understanding the relationship between long division and synthetic division. Okay, so we're going to be looking, so we looked at example 1 in class. Or today, I guess, with dividing using that synthetic division and long division, seeing how those compare. So we're just going to do a few more example problems, okay? So, if possible, divide using synthetic division. If not possible, say not possible. So here, right, again, I want to make sure that this is linear. It is. There's no exponent, and then I need to solve for that. So when I draw my house, that -3 is going to go on the outside. Then again, I'm just taking my coefficients. 3, 2, -4, and 1. First step, bring down. -3 times 3, right? Then we multiply. And that goes here. And we get 3 times -3 is -9. Then 2 and -9 give me -7. I'm going to multiply times -3. -7 times -3 is 21. Combine these, -4 plus 21 is 17. Multiply times -3. 17 times -3 is, I don't know why I keep changing colors there, -30 plus -21 is -51. Combine, I get 50. And this is my remainder. Ignore this. I don't know why it's there. Can't do anything with it. Okay, now I take all of these and they become my new coefficients. So 3 minus 7 plus 17, right? So it was x cubed, so I take off 1, right? So that's 3x squared minus 7x plus 17. My remainder then comes as plus 50 over x plus 3. It is a lot faster, right, than long division. All right, looking at example 3. Same thing. If possible, divide using synthetic division. If not possible, say not possible. Again, it's not possible when this has an exponent. It doesn't, so we're good. We just solve this first. X minus 3 equals 0. So x equals 3. That's what's going to go on the outside of my box. Coefficients. So again, one thing to make note of is I'm missing an x cubed. Just like our long division, we need that placeholder x cubed. So I should have 5, 0, -4, 1, and 6. Okay, so we can't forget that 0. Now we're going to do the same thing. Bring down that 5. 3 times 5 is 15. 0 plus 15 is 15. 3 times 15 is 45. Negative 4 plus 45 is 41. Multiply 3 times 41 is 123. It's getting big. We're adding 1 plus 123 is 124. And then we multiply 3 times 124. Well, 3 times 100 is 300. 3 times 20 is 60. And 3 times 4 is 12. Oops, I gotta bump up that 6 to a 7. 12. Sorry, 372. If you really need a calculator, that's fine. I probably won't give you such big numbers on a test or a quiz. Then 6 plus 372 is 378. And that's our remainder. Again, I'm going to add variables to these. We were at the fourth minus 1. Right, so I'm going to have 5x to the third plus 124. They're all positive because we had such big numbers. And then, right, our remainder is plus 378 over x minus 3. Okay? These remainders are super important, and in our next section, we're going to see why our remainder is the most important part of this. Okay? All right. Example 4. If possible, divide using synthetic division. If not possible, say not possible. Ooh. It has an exponent. Not possible because of exponent. Nice. Done. Example 5. If possible, divide using synthetic division. This one is possible. There's no exponent. Great. I'm going to take that x plus 1. Now, this is all sorts of out of order, so I'm going to fix that first, right? I have 5x squared plus x to the fifth plus x plus 2. Again, I want to make sure my coefficients go in decreasing order of exponents. So my highest exponent is x to the fifth. Then x to the fourth, I have none. I have no x cubes. I have 5x squared. I have an x and a plus 2. So here are my coefficients. So I have 1, 0, 0, 5, 1, 2. Bring down your 1. Multiply. Negative 1 times 1 is negative 1. 0 plus negative 1 is negative 1. Multiply. Negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1. 0 plus 1 is 1. Negative 1 times 1 is negative 1. 5 minus 1 is 4. Negative 1 times 4. Well, negative 1 times 4 is negative 4. 1 minus 4 is negative 3. Negative 1 times negative 3 is 3. 2 plus 3 is 5. Oh, that should be blue. That last number is our remainder. Okay, so again, we started as a 5 minus 1. We're going to be at x to the 4th. So it's 1x to the 4th minus 1x cubed. You don't have to put the 1. Plus 1x squared. I'll put it in front of there since I'm doing it with all the other ones. Plus 4x minus 3. Then I have my remainder of plus 5 over x plus 1. This would have taken us easily 10 minutes through long division, doing every step over and over again. But it took us like 2 or 3 with synthetic division. So it's much faster, especially the longer the polynomial gets. All right, let's look at example 6. Example 6 is slightly weird. So what we have to do here is, if possible, divide using synthetic division. So we can, there's no exponent. We just have to take our 5x plus 6 equal to 0. I'm going to subtract 6, so I have 5x equals negative 6. So that's what number goes here. These seem to be in order. I have x cubed, squared, x, and constant. So I have 5, 11, 26, and 26. So I'm going to start the same way. Bring down the 5. So the first thing is we have to do a little more work, but we're used to that. So I'm going to multiply these, right? Negative 6 over 5. Then I get negative 6. 11 minus 6 is 5. Negative 6 fifths times 5 is negative 6. I get 20. I always do division first. 20 divided by 5 is 4 times the negative 6 is negative 24. So I get a remainder of 2. Okay? That box is around that 2. Okay? Since we divided by 5, so we're going to divide by 5 here. It's a weird rule where, because we do this, that like 5 doesn't come out, so we still have to take it out. So I'm going to take all my numbers at the end and divide by 5. 1, 1, and 4. Don't touch your remainder. It's special. It's in its box. Okay? So now, my highest was a 3, and I minus 1, right? It's going to be 2 now. So I have 1x squared plus 1x plus 4 plus 2 over 5x plus 6. Okay? All right, last example. This one, again, we can divide using synthetic division. It doesn't have an exponent. I'm going to subtract 1 from both sides. So we're going to get negative 1/2. Now again, here I'm going to rewrite this first because this is clearly out of order. I'm going to start with my highest exponent. I have 6x cubed plus 7x squared. I have no x's and a -1. Alright, so make sure that your first polynomial is good before you write your coefficients down. So we have 6, 7, 0, -1. Do the same thing. Bring down that 6. -1/2 times 6 is -3. 7 minus 3 is 4. -1/2 times 4 is -2. -2. -1/2 times -2 is 1. And there's no remainder on this one. That's fun. Now, since we divided by 2 here, I'm going to divide by 2 here. So I actually get 3, 2, and -1. And again, we don't touch our remainder, but our remainder here is 0. Okay? So I have 3x squared plus 2x minus 1. There's no remainder that I have to worry about. Okay? And that is it. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.